Mobility is on the cusp of a new era in Germany, or at least that's what we keep hearing. The goal is to see 1 million electric cars on German roads. It might sound ambitious, but it is the future. It is not, however, the present reality. Partly perhaps because owning a car in a big city can be inconvenient. In Berlin, for instance, a new company is not betting on electric cars, but electric scooters. Our reporter took one for a test drive.
The only thing louder than its motor is the bright red paint. The eMio company's electric scooters can now be rented in Berlin. They carry riders around town and through traffic jams silently and ecologically at up to 45 kilometers per hour. eMio is a new Berlin startup for e-scooter sharing. They've purchased 150 e-scooters that will be hitting the German capital's streets. The batteries can be removed and recharged from an electrical outlet. No need for a dedicated charging station.
The scooter carries 2 batteries. They look like this. Each one has a 50-kilometer range, or 100 kilometers in total. The scooter's designed for driving around the city, 7 to 10 kilometers at a time, so there's a lot you can do with it.
Customers can rent an e-scooter from wherever they happen to be. A cell phone app locates the nearest available scooter and activates it. The luggage box contains the keys and 2 helmets, a large and a small. It's a quick and easy alternative for getting around town. Another option is the e-bike, a bicycle with a built-in electric motor that kicks in when the rider steps on the pedals. It's a big plus for commuters. They can travel on an e-bike at up to 30 kilometers per hour. No sweat. But the big minus is the high price. So the Berlin company, eBike Finder, developed a leasing concept, much like the ones companies use to lease cars. On eBike Finder's homepage, a company's employees can choose from over 20 models. Leasing rates range from 30 to 90 euros a month.
There's been a change of attitude among the employers. They know we've got many snarled streets and few parking spots, and we've got employees looking for ways to move around a little. Can we find one solution for all that together? Well, lots of people ride bicycles, and we need more bike racks. Why not combine that with a really practical electromobility? In other words, an e-bike.
The days when electric bikes were something for senior citizens are over. Now e-bikes look much like conventional bicycles. The batteries are integrated into the frame. The models range from racing to mountain bikes. Sales approach 500,000 per year in Germany, even with prices averaging some 2,000 euros. The most expensive models cost as much as a compact car. Electric vehicles of all sorts are also popular with tourists in Berlin. At the Brandenburg Gate, they can book a jaunt around the city on an electric tuk-tuk.
Nigerian Ken Saro-Wiwa was executed 20 years ago on November 10, 1995. A civil rights activist and environmentalist fought for years against Shell Oil, whose oil production activities caused destruction in his native region. Saro-Wiwa was executed for his efforts by the former military government. Ogoniland, his home, still suffers from one of the largest environmental disasters in history. Our correspondent visited the region.
Once again here in Bodo, Nigeria, the fishermen's nets come out empty. Sinabari Bonwa has to paddle for hours every day if he wants to catch anything. That's the result of thousands of barrels of oil seeping into the water in 2008 and 2009 from a Shell oil pipeline. Because of the oil spill from Shell's pipeline, there's very little to catch around here. It destroyed the ecosystem. There used to be oysters, but those days are gone. A community representative says Shell paid out $83 million in compensation in early 2015. But very few people benefited from that money, and now hardly anyone here has work.
We have not been in good terms with them over the years because they have neglected the communities, most especially the border community and other communities in Ogoniland where the facilities are. They don't maintain the facilities, they neglect the community, they look for a way to corner a group of, say, community leaders or representatives and give them one or two stipend and they report.
A few kilometers away, we visit the grave of Ken Saro-Wiwa with his brother Harry. For years, Ken Saro-Wiwa fought on behalf of the residents of Ogoniland, demanding a share of the oil revenues and calling for more human rights and environmental protection. 20 years ago, the military executed him and other activists despite international protests. His brother Harry believes Shell was partly responsible.
I believe that he sacrificed his life for everybody. And people may say it's not worth it because what have the Ogoni people got or have the Ogoni people gotten? But all the things he kept done are coming to pass, one after the other. It took us time, but finally everybody saw that Ken was speaking the truth. You can see that he died for speaking the truth.
Experts say it'll take 30 years to reverse the damage caused by the leaked oil, at a cost of €1 billion. Shell is reluctant to talk about the disaster that occurred in Ogoniland. Both the oil company and the new Nigerian government have pledged to remove the toxins from the environment, but they still haven't put forward any concrete plans.
And we are working with the government to commence that implementation as quickly as possible. So those are the things we are looking at, how we can really help to be part of the solution, of those problems.
Sinabari Bonwa doesn't believe there will be a quick solution. He says the environment has been destroyed and society divided into winners and losers. For him, one thing is clear: the oil in Ogoniland is more of a curse than a blessing.
That curse, as he puts it, has led to a new case being brought against Shell. Two communities in Nigeria's Niger Delta region say oil activities have left them with neither fresh water nor sufficient fish stocks. Their lawsuit is unlikely to be the last. That's it for our first Echo Africa show. I hope you enjoyed the program. For more on our environmental coverage, do visit our website showing on your screen. Thank you for watching. I'm Neo Taigwe. Bye-bye.